Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review of Superman and Lois, Season 1, Episode 7, Man of Steel. Now, when we left, poor Jonathan's hand was broken. Jordan was having a seizure. His father was rushing him to the fortress. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. We're going to see. Let's jump into it. Okay, so it looks like the issue is that his super hearing is coming online, and there's nothing they can actually do to fix that. He just has to learn to tune out all of the sounds that he's intaking. So he's going to be out of school again. He's got headphones. Jonathan is, at this point, he's over everything and everyone. Lois and Clark are discussing whether or not they need to tell the kids exactly what's going on or keep them out of the loop. Lois is on the keep them out of the loop side, while Superman feels like they need to. So right now they're in a holding pattern. They've come to the conclusion, let's figure out what's happening. She's trying to figure out who Lex Luthor is, because nobody knows, as well as Max Edge and his henchman is trying to figure out who this is, because he's a ghost, according to them. So we're going to see that Lana is trying to get on her Gossip Girl bullshit and figure out if she can get the drop from the inside. We'll see how that works as well. So many moving parts. So many moving parts. Okay, so Lana is talking to Morgan Edge, and she's trying to figure out exactly what it is you want me to do. He says, I want you to create this leadership program. And she was like, to what end? And he was like, I need people who are ready to take the next step in leadership, blah, 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 who are go-getters. She was like, it doesn't exactly make sense, but how many people? He says, let's start off with 5. This is very clearly them recruiting people who they can experiment on and give powers to. That is what this is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We'll see what happens. Oh my God, we just got a flashback. Okay, so Lois goes over to Lex Luthor's camper, and she was like, I know you're not Marcus, so you gonna tell the truth of what's happening, what's popping? He was like, come in. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get into your raper van, sir. Be real. And she was like, meet me at this restaurant, and you better be prepared to tell the truth for this is over. And so we get a flashback of him and her in bed being married on his earth, and their daughter, their beautiful black daughter, coming in is like, you guys are gross. Could you just not? Could you just not? I don't want to be late for school because y'all fucking. And so Superman shows up, and then like this building started exploding, and then was like, she's like, what is Superman doing? And they're looking at the window, and like, who is he with? And it's like a bunch of different flying Supermans, and now they're all using their laser power to blow up all the buildings, and that's how whatever happened started. So we'll see. All right, so the children is really going through it now. Jordan, he's got these noise canceling headphones on so he can function, but he's trying to work with his dad and trying to do it by himself, where he can get his supersonic hearing under control. He's doing the best he can, but baby, it's a lot of work. So Jonathan goes to school, and he runs into Christian. What's the girl? I thought her name was Amber. Why do you call her Christian? I don't know. But they have a conversation. And of course, Jonathan, being Jonathan, runs interference about why Jordan is not at school. And so he explains that, he tells her that Tag beat him up, and that's why, and he's having bad headaches. That's why he's not at school. And she was like, oh my God. And he was like, yeah, and I broke my wrist. Thanks for asking. You didn't give her a chance to ask. You really didn't. But Jonathan is really sick of being second fiddle at this juncture and always running interference, and nobody's being concerned with him, and rightfully so. And I just hope he doesn't explode. That's my question. Listen. He's being great right now. He's been great this whole time, but eventually that's going to get old, and he's going to snap out. And maybe that's when he gets his powers, because I firmly believe he's going to get powers. Okay, so Lois goes to meet Lex Luthor to get answers. They meet at the restaurant, and she has Clark with her, and she's like, go check out his trailer and see what's happening there. And so she told him, you'll know it when you see it, his RV camper thingy. So Clark goes in there. So Lex Luthor had fixed his Siri AI device thing. And so she thought it was Lex Luthor coming in, and she was like, Captain Luthor, you're back so soon. And he's like, what? And so Lois gets a call from Edna Mode Jr. and she tells Lois that Edge is moving some of the ex-kryptonite. This is Laura, the henchman's plan to see who's really watching them and what's going on, is to move a little bit to see who follows the shipment. So Lois is like, okay, we gotta go. We'll prick this back up later. And he was like, no, we really need to talk. And she was like, we'll talk when we are actually on first name basis, because you're a liar. So what the heck? Lois and Superman know about the multiverse already? I don't think we got that in. I didn't know that they knew. Okay. Also, here's the dilemma. Lana she's had some people come in for this leadership program, and some of these people are people she knows, people that have been struggling, and Lana knows something in the milk ain't clean, but she doesn't want to just like turn people down that she knows could use the money. So I don't know how she's gonna reconcile this in her mind and heart, where people that she knows are desperate are doing this. So my question is, if they know about multiverses, where is their Lex Luthor? Where's the Lex Luthor for their universe? Is he dead already? Did something happen to him? Like, I'm confused, because he hasn't been in. What? And so Lois and Superman is following the ex-kryptonite, and he's using his laser vision to see through things. And she was like, well, she's like, what you want to do? And they are and she's like, well, let's just follow it. And she was like, I don't think we're going to be able to do it, because blocking the road with his RV with a big ass gun in his hand is Lex Luthor. So he finna blow some shit. He's about to cause a problem. Child. And we're only, so a lot is happening. So Jordan is still trying to get his powers to work. Jonathan is at the school. He's having a hard time with his locker. He sees this girl. They have cute little interaction. He tries to get his back on. And so Chris comes up to him and he's like, she's kind of out of your league. And he was like, very presumptuous of you. And so they're just walking down the hall, just having this conversation. And while that's happening, simultaneously, Jordan is using a picture of Chris to concentrate. He takes his headphones off and he's concentrating on his face, and suddenly he can hear her voice and he hears the conversation. He comes in the middle of the conversation between her and Jonathan. And Jonathan's just being friendly, but it may sound like he's trying to mac on her, but that's not really what's happening. And he says, holding secrets like that, if you need to talk to somebody, I'm always here. So Jordan is got to control his powers, but then he gets mad and punches a hole in the wall. Meanwhile, Clark, Lois, and the gruesome threesome is sitting there having a conversation about, they know Morgan Edge is only moving this to see who comes after it, and they got to figure out what his next move. And Lex Luthor is trying to get a meeting with Superman because they said Morgan Edge is trying to take over the world and build this army. He's trying to take over the world and build the army, and this is just the start of him trying to do that. So Lois says, okay, I will arrange a meeting with Superman. Then we flash back to when his wife, his universe version of Lois, his wife, was alive, and his daughter, and they in some type of, the daughter and the husband is in a bunker, and the dad and Lex is asleep, and the daughter wakes him up, and she's like, where's mom? And then they look at the TV, and Lois is on the TV. She's on a roof reporting, talking about the Kryptonians have a weakness. It's kryptonite. Find it. We can defeat them. And then Superman comes up out of nowhere and Superman laser beams her to death on national TV in front of the husband and the daughter. like out the clear blue sky, just, and she did. Oh God. Okay, so it's a lot. It's a lot. This nigga's lost his mind. Oh my God. Okay, so let me backtrack. So Jonathan gets home from school and Jordan immediately attacks him, talk about what were you talking about with Sarah? He's like, "What, you're spying on me?" He starts to have one of those, the tinging in his ears because he's getting upset. And he was like, "I've been defending your ass and covering for you all day, and this is how you gonna do me?" He's like, "Are you mad because you think I'm moving in on your not girlfriend?" And he was like, "That doesn't sound like a denial." Oh, he says, "Leave me alone, don't spy on me again." And then he hits the wall and the baby falls down on the floor. Now, Lois and Edna Mode is trying to figure out who Lex Luthor really is. They trying to get all their contacts together. They can't find him. Apparently, in their universe, he was some guy who died named John Henry Ford. And so Superman goes to meet with Lex Luthor and they're having this conversation. And he keeps saying he's going to eliminate the threat. He's going to eliminate the threat. He's like, "Who, Morgan Edge?" And he was like, "No, he's a part of it, but he's not the main cause of the destruction." And now he's got this big fucking hammer from out of nowhere, like John Henry. Go hammer this. What? It's too much happening. I don't have enough explanation. I have more questions than answers. Is this nigga Lex Luthor, or is he John Henry, or is he a combination? Where did he get Thor's hammer from? And I am confusion. I am delusion. I don't know what's happening. Lois has figured out that this nigga is not it, so she's trying to run over there and help and see what happens. Child, he is really trying to kill Superman. I understand the other universe, Superman killed your wife, but Lois is not your wife in this universe. And this Superman did nothing to you, sir. Yeah, he can only see one. And now I'm trying to figure out what happened to the daughter, cause in the other universe they get to do this whole montage where they build him and his daughter build the suit. So where's the daughter at? That's my question. Where's the daughter? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So Henry takes the hammer, and it's some kinetic energy hammer that he done made. It was like Thor's hammer and beat the he is beating the shit out of Superman and almost killed him. The boys could, like, in the middle of Jordan's issue freak out, he could hear the man and his dad's argument and what's going on with them. And Jonathan comes and sees him, and he was like, "Somebody's trying to kill Dad." They jump in the truck and they like try and figure out where the dad is so they could go and save him, which they did because they ran my man over with a car because he wasn't paying attention. They hit him with the truck. Boom! Boop, boop! And so once Jonathan destroys the lights with that hammer, he drags that hammer over there to that and destroys the lights, and his daddy can come back to full power. He was about to kill that fool. And Lois stopped him and was like, "It's over, let it go." He was this close. Because Superman looked like something out of a movie. So they got, his name's John Henry. They show where him and the daughter are putting the suit together, and she says, well, the AI was set for Lex Luthor to wear the suit. That's why the AI lady, the little Siri ball, is calling him Lex Luthor, because that's how they had it set. But he's actually John Henry, who was married to Lois. He's not actually Lex Luthor. So he says to the daughter, Kal-El is out there, I'm going to go kill him. And she was like, but it's glitchy and da-da-da-da-da. He was like, no, we're taking the time and I'm going to kill him now. And so he says to her, I love you. I'll be right back. I promise. And I guess that's the last time he saw her. So they, he says that I love you and I'll be right back. And that's the last thing that he said to her. We then go to Jonathan and Jordan, and they reconcile, and Jordan apologizes. And then they start getting hype about the fact that neither one of them knew how to drive. They don't have licenses. They don't have permits. And their daddy came in and said it was reckless and irresponsible, and you saved my life, and thank you. And then they say, we decided we don't want to keep secrets from you guys. What are your questions? We'll answer any of your questions. And also, Lana's friend Emily, Edge went behind Lana's back and hired that girl to be one of the guinea pigs. And Lana was trying to protect her. And she was like, and there's nothing she can do. The lady was so excited. She came to her house, gave her a gift basket and everything. And now, so Morgan, they got their shipment, whatever they had to be, because Superman and John Henry had Superman preoccupied, so he missed them moving the whole shipment of X-Kryptonite. That Laura girl is the only one who's gotten the X-Kryptonite and hasn't rejected it and hadn't had an issue. So these are the 5 new guinea pigs, these people on this board, and we're going to see what kind of powers they get and if they reject them. I have a feeling that Emily is going to keep her powers, or it's going to kill her, and that's really going to push Lana over the edge to being on board with getting old boy out of here. And he said something about her husband, and she was like, oh no, my husband is the fire chief. We not. He was like, things can be moved around. She was like, no, we good. She know you up to some buffoonery and some bullshit, and you trying to get rid of her husband anyway. Give him that extra kryptonite, and then his ass end up dead, and then now she in your clutches. No, sir, that's not what we're doing. No. Okay, so that was the end of the episode. This is one of the best. Like, I don't even watch CW shows like this, but this is really, really good. It's had me since the beginning episodes. So I am 100. That was my review and recap of Superman and Lois season 1, episode 7. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kid, and I'll catch you in the next one.